This show is sponsored by Thing Thing and G Street.
We can. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another show, Connected with E. I am your host, Emaya. You can't see her, and hopefully, because last time Kev sent that video, it definitely had. It was a video. Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, Kev, we asked for audio. You sent the video. I was in the video doing all this and everything. I can't even post it. I was like, I'm not posting that, but
I'm here. It's near AK near no long. We missed y'all.
We did.
I promise y'all. Let me tell you. So starting after July 4th, we are gonna be as consistent as we can be. We're gonna keep bringing this Charlotte to the world. Charlotte.
Literally, we were real quick just to let you know, and I don't know if I posted. I don't think I posted it, and I'm kind of glad I did it. We will have Soulfully Peaceful interview. It was actually supposed to come today, but due to circumstances, just even on my behalf and just certain things that we just felt like it's best to do it next week. So Soulfully Peaceful will be in the building. So please get your things and your things ready. Shout out to them. But yes, welcome to Connected with E, bringing the world to Charlotte to the world. This is very exciting. Because yes, we just, like Nia said, definitely really not even really next week. Like I said, this week it was supposed to be exciting. My car went out though. Let's just be honest. If I just gotta be honest with y'all. My car is just giving me a little time. So that's why I can honestly say the last couple of, because even May it was like this. If you see maybe what the non-consistent, but just that. But definitely, like somebody was saying, sometimes, hey, you might think a blessing is supposed to be this time, but it might come earlier. So hey, who knows? But I do appreciate y'all for still rocking out with us. We're going to keep this show moving. We're going to do a quick show today. Just talk about a couple stuff, especially talk about Connected. But up first, we have our business of the week, which we have a few business of the week. First, because first, let's do this. Our first business of the week is Connected. Shout out to the Connected family. Shout out to the Queen City Wars. We presented a music fest this Sunday that passed. It was really, really, really fun. Granted, it was hot. It was so hot my car gave out. I swear, I'm convinced the heat took my car out. I'm convinced. Dang, that's what I should have did. But see the problem. See, side note, I be getting attracted. See, AAA be tripping, y'all. Fun fact: if you got your car parked in a parking garage, AAA is going to give you a hard time, which is understandable. They just need free range to do what they need to do. So that's why I kept it parked out of the parking garage. But yeah, side note. But yeah, we had a couple businesses, even though it was super duper hot. They came in, they showed out. So I just want to shout out a couple businesses. Now, these are the businesses that were inside. Shout out to Brandon, Mr. Excitement. He was hosting outside and I was hosting inside. But the first business I would like to shout out is Meemaw. Meemaw is basically an fashionable, eccentric place where you can buy clothing, you can buy waist beads, jewelry, and just different things that are just essentially came from and made in Ghana. The owner, they personally, African. And I was supposed to give me some waist beads. I love me some waist beads. I want to get the ones where they tie and don't come off. I know a girl that does.
Side note, while we're showing up that black woman, I heard two. Well, wait, I'm sorry. Let me finish your introduction. That reminded me of something. So go ahead and finish yours.
Okay. Now, what's the side note?
Well, the side note, there is a black-owned, like little girly bar thing. They have like you can get tea and coffee, and they also do permanent jewelry. It's on West Boulevard, but it's on the better end of West Boulevard, the more gentrified side, and it looks really fun. Speaking of permanent jewelry, so shout out to that. It's called Glow Girl Cafe. Okay. Sorry, side note.
Glow Girl Cafe. Listen, that's another business of the week. All right, so shout out to Meemaw. We also have Kindlin I'm gonna say this. Creations, yes. Kindlin Creations. And Kindlin Creation, they sell as far as small. What they offer is basically they offer fundraising, social, and small gatherings, birthdays, couple nights, family reunions, church groups, corporate events, and workshops and ladies' nights. That's the stuff that they're offering. But they sell things such as candles, they sell things such as jewelry as well. And I'm trying to think what else did they sell besides that. But just mainly candles and jewelry. We also had Jai Hive. Jai Hive was actually a locally bee honey vendor. So she
Okay.
had local bee honey that was from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and she also sold spices. So shout out to Jahive as well. And last we have Siobhan Ribbon, a mobile perfume bar, which definitely for like girls' nights or if you're doing like a party, even if you're doing guys' night, who knows, anything. Um, that floats your boat. Siobhan Ribbon is a mobile perfume bar. So they were out there. And another one, one more. Style by Elegance. Style by Elegance is rooted in cultural. My tongue tied. But yes, Instagram is at style by underscore elegance. And she sells definitely a lot of clothing. I remember her just a lot of clothing. She sold jewelry. She sold like hand goods, shea butters. So shout out to all those vendors. I'll make sure to drop the Instagram of each vendor that I said in our good old chat so we can tag you all and make sure to shout you all out. And there was some vendors outside too, but like I was saying before, I was not fortunately, fortunately, yes. Woo! Cause I'm not saying I didn't know I was hosting, but at the same time, if I come to an event, I already prepared my mind that I may host. So when Kev was like, "You ready?" And I was like, I'm inside." He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Perfect. I ain't gonna hold you outside. Might have took me out." So I'm so glad Mr. Excitement. Shout out to Mr. Excitement. He was hosting outside. Shout out to DJ Fife was outside. DJ Sight, with me and DJ Sight was inside holding it down. And yeah, it lasted from about 1 to about 6. Well, no. Well, doors opened at 1. It started around like 2. And it went to about 6, 5:36. So it was pretty good. We had a great time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Your presence was missed, but I told them that you had to handle family and personal business, which they understood. So one thing about Konnected, we want you to be on the scene, but if you gotta take care of your family, you gotta take care of your family. So that's always important. But that was just our business of the week. Like I said, I just wanted to shout them out. And also we're gonna shout out some artists. I'm just gonna shout out every artist. Yep. I might botch. Well, no, I shouldn't botch names actually. All right. So shout out to the artists also that was at the music fest. We have MCB, Wes Parker, Doris O'Praise, Monet Simone, Surprise, Koso Sadidi, Birthmark, Saint Sinatra, Mason Parker, Soulfully Peaceful. Even though they didn't perform, just shout out to Soulfully Peaceful. They will be here in the building next week though. Dat Boy 3L, Just K, Luck Bone, L Burner 704, and Giante Baker. Shout out to all those artists performed. They did a really, really good job.
Okay, shout out to them.
And one thing I will say though, honey, one thing the artist was taking advantage of Kev not being in the building because their show was getting off that stage. Kev was going from inside to outside, inside to outside. So I guess I seen when they noticed Kev wasn't in there, they ran off the stage, got back on the stage as soon as he, because he don't like. Well, we prefer the artists to be on stage because we want y'all to be seen because we record. Mm-hmm. It's not that we don't want to box y'all in. No. And granted, don't get me wrong, going on stage for about a minute or two, that's fine, but a whole song, so the people at home are not going to be able to see. Because like shout out to our Konnected app that we have. You can follow us at Konnected on Apple Store and Google Play. We basically record all of our shows and all of our festivals for y'all to just go back and watch. So that's why we prefer our artists to stay on the stage for the most part. But shout out to all the artists. Shout out to Heist Brewery as well. We love Heist. Heist is always a great time. They're family, Shout out to them. One I will say, Crowd Station, we ain't forget about you though.
I
I
love
feel
Crown
like
Station.
I love Crown Station too. We didn't forget about Crown Station, so I'm gonna definitely haul on, Kev, and make sure we get some of them Friday night vibes back because
Yeah.
it's summertime and we need at least 2 or 3
Streets
of those.
need us.
The state need us.
The streets
The
love
artists need us.
Dang,
'Cause
dang. The magic stone.
Do you smell it after? Okay, let me smell. Okay, no. That's inappropriate. All right, we're gonna move on though. Like I said, the show direction today was for an interview. However, we had to pivot and do a turn. Nothing's wrong with that. So we're just gonna talk about some things. Not gonna be too long of a show. We got like 20 minutes left. We're just gonna talk about some things that's going on. You want to talk about anything? Get off
Yes,
your
I do.
chest?
Actually,
NBA Finals.
no, I have something. Well,
I would.
would.
Can I say this though? I am happy the Knicks.
Yeah, I love the. I
because
love
bodies
the
would have
Bronson.
dropped.
Bodies are dropping now. They said a little boy got killed.
Bodies would have
More
really
bodies.
dropped.
They jumped
Like it would have been like extra bodies.
I was actually rooting for them a year or two ago. Whenever I was gambling, I love Jalen Bronson. His mother is a beautiful dark skinned woman. His daddy is black. I love Josh Hart and his beautiful dark skinned black queen that he has at home.
I like Josh Hart too, but Josh Hart kind of threw me off. They said he a little handsy.
With who?
The player. Yeah, his friend.
He just like the joke here.
No, wait a minute.
Okay, I seen the whole compilation of him playing. He just played too much.
Okay.
He just
Okay.
he got that. Don't put those talkers on that black.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just
He got a
saying I
beautiful
did the
dark-skinned
shoot.
black queen.
He does, and that's the thing about that's make me kind of more
Dark
appalled.
black.
I, as a woman, I don't want no rumors about my man.
I didn't hear
can't
those
take
rumors.
that. Nah, friend,
I just heard I seen a compilation. He did say he's very silly, like he liked to joke a lot. I didn't see nothing about him.
But yeah, you know what, that could be. But I seen a video of him like grabbing on somebody, and the person was like, "Yo, chip," and it was in a kind of an area where, but you know, the sports dudes do that. I don't know, you know, good game. You're like, wait, hold on, did you just molest me and tell me good game at the same time? I don't know. But yeah, no, shout out to all them Black Kings.
I love all of them. I love New York. I'm so happy for y'all. Hopefully Charlotte gets to experience.
You know, that's what I've been saying. I pray.
The Knicks was supposed to get it. 53 years, a long time. So if they, God damn it, Frank, it's our time coming soon.
I mean, I guess not, because technically the Hornets didn't. Hornets
I'm
is a
talking
baby
about
team.
sports winning. Well, fuck all that. I'm sorry, because the Hurricanes just won, and we need to talk about them.
So we are going to talk about them. We going more sports at a time. Yeah, shout out to the Hurricanes.
Yeah,
they bought the Stanley Home Cup.
That is awesome.
And I used to gamble with hockey bad. Shout out to them Black Kings.
Carolina Hurricanes. Shout out to Raleigh. They went up. They was lit in Raleigh on the occasions.
Oh yeah,
love y'all. I'm gonna make it to a hockey game soon. I love y'all. I love hockey. I love white men.
But I will say this: I'm kind of glad, because people don't understand. I don't think, and I'm gonna just speak from being a Charlotte person. I think between the Hornets and the Atlanta Hawks, that's definitely never needs to be a team that go against any New York team, because it's gonna build up a feud that's beyond sports.
They hate Trae Young.
No, yeah, Atlanta.
No, well, New York Knicks specifically hate Trae Young.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't.
The New York as a sit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would, but then mind you, it's going to bring up more than just basketball. This goes for real estate. This goes, you just coming down here thinking that you can do like this goes. So I'm happy, honestly. I'm happy that it wasn't no Southern team.
Well, sad.
It's going to bring up a lot of fuel and a lot of.
It's gonna be the East versus West, but it's gonna be the South versus North. It's gonna be a lot. I'm stuck between the rock and the hard place.
Lord have mercy.
But no, speaking of New York Knicks, it was some sadness. I don't know if you've seen this on social media. The woman's dog was killed by the LAPD.
Yeah, I was confused about that. Who does that?
I was just debating this with a friend, and I was like, so I hear everybody's side, because the dog was a pretty big. It's not like a Kofi or a Porsche. This is a big human-sized dog, and I don't know I doubt if he was aggressive. Now I don't think he was aggressive at all. I think he might have been excited. He said he was still a puppy, used to, and he might have. He said put the dog up. She said okay, no problem. I think that in the midst of that, the dog just got loose, or he started to go towards. Not that he charged him. Maybe he just decided to try to go to the door, and the man shot him immediately. I see both sides, even though I think that's because, again, why is LAPD pulling the trigger so fast? But who are we to say, like, I've had a student get bit in the face by a dog. Who's to say that he ain't been bitten in the ass by a dog?
That's why I be snatching my dog up.
I swear, you gotta
Yes,
treat
you
my
do too.
kid.
But it was
You
really
gotta
sad.
treat
I
my
understand.
motherfucker.
Yes, I understand.
Show
You can't
goddamn
with a human-sized
I
dog
mean,
like that. A Saint
I
Bernard,
treat
I
them
believe it
like
was.
humans.
Yeah, I think it was Saint Bernard. Saint Bernards are big. When I seen the dog laying out and she was laying next to it
Let me
crying,
say no.
it was really.
My mama say no dog control her house.
Yeah.
No dog, no cat. Even the little cat. You know, cats are spicy. She done had to pop Boots already. She done had to give Boots one of them. Because we don't play that. No, and that's the only thing about it. Sometimes, you know, but it
And even though it might be a nice dog for you, that don't for somebody
You
who may
gotta
have been
rough
traumatized.
yeah.
Because dogs are the when I always say like what's the number
They
one
got
animal?
personalities.
Yeah.
They can be assholes. They
What's
can
the
be
number one?
rude, and they're just like humans. You gotta kind of get up on them and be like, no. Like you see, I be talking. You see,
What's the number one cause of death by animal? And people always say, "Oh, it's deer. It's always this. It's dogs. Dogs kill the most people, more than sharks, more than anybody else." So with that being said, I can't sit up here
You know
and
what's
tell
more
you.
sad? Humans.
Yeah, they kill. Well, we're not.
Freeze.
So it's more sad. I see both sides of it,
Yeah.
but yes, do they need more training? But who is to say that this particular man didn't go through something traumatic to where, you know, it's a big dog. When I seen the dog was laying out, but I also understand from a perspective of an owner, like how that's my dog. Your dog that's like I be trying to tell. I had a nigga ask me hopefully not. I had a nigga ask me the other day. He's like, "Would you choose me or your dog to die?"
What type of question is
But
that?
let me just say this. I said, you know what? I said, let me tell you this. If I know you got a kid. I said, if I choose you and you start fucking up in the world, I'm gonna take you out because you let my dog pass away. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna tell you. And I still don't think. No, I really, and quite honestly, no, I would not let him. I would not choose him over my dog. That's just my 2 cents. But that
you gotta be in my top 5 to choose my dog. My dog got 14 years on her. I don't think it's a lot of people.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So that was
it's like my mom. It's like God, mom, my dog. I don't know.
And then that incited into a whole Michael Jackson thing. He's like, you love me now. You know damn well I don't love you more than Michael Jackson. You're crazy.
Even Kofi get the back.
You crazy. I said he's a son. I'm like, no. I literally told him, I said my parents, I said Maya, my grandma. I don't even think my siblings make the fucking list. And you're talking about you? Fuck out of here. Sorry, love you. Hope he's not watching.
Yeah, no, I just.
I'm not done. I said you don't and Michael Jackson. You think that you're gonna? I'm sorry. Side note. Shout out to I hate that lady. Hopefully the lady is heavily
right. That's why I was like, yeah, that's. But
it's
that's
really sad because she was really. I hate the.
But New York gun rules are so weird.
But she was in L.A. But she was from New York.
Oh,
she was a big fan celebrating. Someone called the police on her, one of her neighbors, and neighbors.
But I'm like, New York. Not saying that the police don't have guns on them, but it's
nobody has guns.
Yeah, they're too. They're
riding bikes.
They'll kill each other. The whole city will go down.
Machete.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's sad though. That's very sad. I hate to see that.
Yeah. Well, in greater news, though, I do. As you asked me, did I have something to discuss?
Mm-hmm.
I do. A big thing is the Carmelo Anthony case.
Yeah.
The Carmelo Anthony case. I'm hearing a lot of things. I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm hearing a lot of disgusting things. Also, before I even get into Carmelo Anthony, I have to touch on something that's closer to home. I didn't even, and that's how you know, because they keep things under wraps. I didn't even know about this young boy in South Carolina who got killed at the store about an Asian man. I didn't hear about that.
Yes.
You heard about that prior to this case?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that.
The little boy was either trying to get water or something of that nature, but see, the little boy. Off. But mind you, and that's. I mean, everybody different. That's why I said they don't see as a kid. That's just a chap being a chap. That could have been a schoolable, teachable moment, but they followed that little boy and they killed him. Like they basically, they tried to make it seem. Yes, they tried to make it seem like no, y'all. That little boy was defenseless. Y'all followed that little boy and y'all killed him. And it's so sad because they basically that case is the same case that would happen, I guess, in the 90s with that little black girl. The same thing basically happened.
They thought she was stealing the whole time she wasn't stealing. I know one in LA that what you're speaking of. They said she died with her money in her hand. Mm-hmm. But they said that her money was in her hand to get the juice. So that's really sickening. But that goes into another where we have to, as Black people, we need to support each other and stop thinking that everybody is our friend because they're not. And I think a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to discuss that before I went to Carmel Anthony because I was local and I never had heard of that situation until recently. So prayers to his family. I hope that they're able to get the justice that they deserve. But into Carmelo Anthony, hopefully he's able to appeal. But I'm hearing he said watermelon felon.
What?
He called the dad, the dad of the white man. He went on a whole rant after the.
Oh yeah, they showing they butt.
And
They
that's why I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why they would have. I would have spit on them going out the court. They would have to literally. They would hate me. I would call them. I would tell them to pick their.
You know I act the
off.
fool for less. You know I act the fool for less. So I just need a reason to jump. I act the
Get
fool.
her out of here.
I get mad over it. I cut me off. You all kinds of. So this is my son. My son. Now I'm kind of confused. What they talking about with the now them trying to throw back in the now? Okay. Now side note. I am confused, and that's why it's good to do research. And it does seem like, because they trying to say like, oh, they just gave him a sloppy lawyer, and then no, it wasn't that of that nature.
I am hearing some things being said through social media in Charleston White that they're saying that the family went and moved into $1 million home with the funds, and they also got a nose job. I heard
And that's respectfully, I pray and hope that's not true, because all that money and all that resources, and I'm not saying he went. I'm not saying he ain't gonna do no time because the body was lost, but
and
that
Texas
could
stand your
have.
ground?
And now, mind you, Texas is a tough state.
Is it stand your ground now?
It's a stand your ground,
So
but.
ain't that stand your ground? That's,
Yeah.
that's the thing. And
Can we stand our ground? You know, certain.
Yeah,
I just see certain
I
people
seen
can stand their ground.
I seen a side by side with similar case of a white boy who was 17, same age, same state, same thing, and didn't get 35 years.
Because to me,
But I think he stabbed more
respectfully,
people.
that you know, in my opinion, that easily could have been knocked down to maybe 7 to 10,
Involuntary
5,
manslaughter.
yeah, 7 to 10. And even then,
And
even then, with the right resources, with the right lawyer, it still kind of could have been.
Because the odds were
thrown
stacked
out.
against him just regardless, because it's still all
Texas.
white jury. It's still Texas, and he's friends with the
And
people.
yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm confused on that part.
So my
the
whole 2
family
cents on
is
that-
not, the family knows the judge. The family are tied. The family is tied to the judge.
Yeah, so all the watermelon felons and all that stuff, and the Lord knows my heart. Because I actually seen somebody pissing on the boy's grave. So somebody, I don't know who it
Was that real or fake?
No, why would it be fake? I don't know.
I don't know. I did see that picture though. I was like, "Is that real? Is that?" You never know.
So my 2
nowadays.
cents on that is, hopefully he's able to appeal it. I hope that his family is on the up and up, and they're not full of shit. And I hope that they're gonna do. But I also seen an article of him saving a little boy when they drowned. So I've seen a lot of things,
So,
and I'm hearing in the story that he didn't. Like I said, I don't hear nothing. And another thing I want to touch on is all the black. I'm seeing a lot of niggas on Facebook. I don't know if it's for clickbait or we're saying like, oh, when you kill somebody. But from what I'm hearing is that people say, oh, just learn how to fight or get jumped. You can't tell people how to react when their life is on the line. If you have 2 big ass white men, and I'm pretty sure the racial tensions are already high, and they're being aggressive. I don't let nobody punk me. I don't let nobody. People say, "Oh, walk away." This is a kid. This is not a logical thing. So hopefully, I hope that y'all never in any situations like that.
yeah, I mean, that's just child. That's crazy. Because
I'm just telling you, I would have told them. I've been seeing people joke, and I too, the Lord knows my heart. But if I would have heard 35 years, and I heard people like usually people say guilty and start to rejoice and they hug, and I would have told them to go pick their son up.
Child.
And they're being disrespectful now. And on top of that, they're backtracking and talking about people are watermelon and all this racist rant.
That's why I said
That's that
to me,
racism that got
they
your son killed.
That's
that spirit. You teaching him that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. So I mean, because it's a sad case.
He's too young for 35 years. That's too long.
That's why I said and that's why I'm like, I would have tried my best. And it might, maybe, hey, who knows who woulda, coulda, shoulda. It might have never been a lawyer. But yeah, we would have some good old nice. We would have took, and this trial would have been longer than a week or two. Trial would have been, because I'm like, dang, the trial was short. It was like they just came through it. And I'm not mistaken, if I'm not tripping, back in the day, That Trayvon Martin trial was long.
Yeah.
That was a while.
They didn't try. What was it?
I mean, granted, they still gave him off, but that was a while. Like, you know, them trials like that should not just be. So that kind of, to me, that shows, you know, what type of time.
People say it was a knife. They heard he didn't really have a knife. They say he had a pen or something. It was like some type of sharp object. Either way, you don't get to control how people react to when you are threatening them. People say get up and leave. And he already got swung on. That's a lot of things. They're all going to hell.
Child.
To some watermelon felons. That's not going to bring your son back. Think about it.
Yeah, I didn't know he called him watermelon felons.
You see that video?
Well, I did see him going on a rant.
Everything.
Wow.
They're making shirts with the boy faces and watermelon and all type of shit.
Well, that shit. Listen, we are in that situation in those times, and you know, between like you was bringing up that people just getting hanged. You seeing the sentencing they giving out is, you know, but mind you, what did Imaya talk about a couple months ago, almost a year ago? The generators, I did. But what else I say about that Project 2025? But what I kept saying, I said people worried about the other stuff. They need to be worried about how they finna sit up here. What? They finna do a tour. Are they coming to Charlotte? I'm sorry.
Raleigh.
Oh, I'm sick of them.
I'm sorry.
The wild people are in Charlotte. But yeah, I was saying a couple months ago that Project 2025, especially, people was worried about. You know, I was particularly because I knew this man wanted to bring back 3/5 law, 3/5 of a man, and he also wanted to bring back 3-strike rule in prison. Harsh, basically death on drugs. Like he wanted to give you the death. Remember, because who did that? Was it not Bill? Was it Bill? Reagan. One of them did basically the 3-strike rule, and then one of them tried to do the death. Bill, but... Yeah, one of them tried to do death on drugs. So literally, he's basically trying to bring back all that stuff. So I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised.
Gas went down.
Things. A little bit. I was confused.
It was $4. Now it's back to $3.52.
And that's a shame because that shit, we don't get that right.
It's still high, but it's less high than it was.
That's just terrible.
I filled my shit up for $38.
All right, but yeah, like I said, we just got some important things that's off. But shout out to what we had this weekend that just passed. No, not the thing. Of course, our music fest, but we got to also shout out to our other music. Well, of course, we got shout, but I was going to shout out the Be More Grateful Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to,
the baby for bringing Charlotte to the world and the world of Charlotte.
Shout out to the Be More Grateful Fest. It's definitely seemed like a great time. And, you know, I was like, okay, Young Miami. Honey, she's spinning that. You might as well shout out to Young Miami. Shout out to Trick Daddy Trina. Shout out to all the artists that performed. I had what's the name? Mama was out there.
Yeah, me and Mama.
I said, oh baby, you outside. Yeah. Okay, I love that for you. Little mama that works hard, deserve a break and want to go outside. Mm-hmm. So shout out to her. But yeah, I said okay. Seemed like a great,
fun time.
Yeah,
we hope to be a part of the next one. It's just year one. And I think that we should support our local artists in their endeavors. I hate that as soon as I go on Facebook, y'all are talking about something negative, what went wrong. But what went right? He had everybody show up. Mm-hmm. I'll see him dapping Boosie up. I don't know. If y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Real quick, side note, if you find Boosie Wally, please give it back to him.
He's still his wallet up
there? He said he lost his wallet. Now, Boosie, ain't nobody steal your wallet. Boosie lost your wallet.
He always loses. He always needs.
And now you hoping that's some enough. So if you lose Boosie
for all of those saying that people are passing out, people are dehydrated, how the fuck is that his problem?
John?
Do you drink water? You drink the water. You should. That means you haven't been drinking an adequate amount of water all week, and you've been drinking alcohol, and now your body is dehydrated. Don't stop bringing that shit up. People are passing out. It's hot. Don't come out here then. You chose the festival over your fucking health. You knew you were gonna pass out. Kiss my ass. Shout out to the baby.
I mean, yeah, but I would.
No, what?
I love things. Yesterday, we was outside a little bit.
I'm sorry,
but we made sure we kept people hydrated. We had water on deck.
I'm saying yes, keep y'all, but people should just keep themselves hydrated throughout the week anyway. You wouldn't be scrambling for water.
Yeah.
Y'all got tap water? Drink that motherfucking tap water. Stop playing with the baby. Talking about people passing out Who the fuck? How is that his fault?
Yeah, I done that. Yeah.
Why y'all posting it like some negative?
It's the sun's fault though.
It's there. No, it's your own fault for not drinking an adequate amount of water. Y'all drinking juicy juices and Capri Suns.
Nah, friend,
Drink that
I was
water.
outside Sunday. I was trying to tell you what
Friend.
my car died. You wouldn't tell me. We lost a body yesterday.
Yeah, I'm all
You
for
what
it.
did you say though? That heat bring the verse out of cars. So I don't know
Yeah.
what is that. We need to do a science. We need to do a science
I don't
experiment.
know, but I know one thing.
What is that?
I made
'Cause
sure.
my car was
Well,
not-
also I know that you probably can't bring in beverages, probably I'm sure, into the festival. But I know I had to do a hot ass field day in the heat, 100 degrees. But it was done by 12. But I know I had my shit. So I want if y'all drink our water every day, don't wait till you pass out. Drink our water every single day, so y'all don't run into those type of issues. Please, for the love of God. I want y'all to be safe, but stop bringing it over on the baby.
Yeah, literally, But we're gonna keep this party moving. We're gonna shout out to some things that we got coming up to the Konnected Festival. We have our R&B bingo, which is always exciting. That's going on during the summer. I'm gonna tell Kev we gotta run back our Friday Night Lives. I don't know what's been going on.
Yeah.
That's what should have been the 4th of July.
Yeah, should
The
have.
3rd. And we also have, speaking of 4th of July, we have our release. Let me just make sure.
Magazine release.
Yes, our 704 Konnected release party. So a magazine release. So definitely come out and support. Now it is 4th of July, so I hope please come out and support. And yes, we have our poetry in motion. That's always, I want to say Thursdays. Definitely come out and support. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna tell Kev about this Friday night. We need a Friday Night Live. Yeah. At least he got traumatized when I said that. No. But yeah. Just shout out some events we got going on. But besides that, I'm trying to think. What was that? I should have took a picture of that icy place because I sampled one of their ices and it was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. But no food of the week. The food of the week is nothing. Go clean. I have a food of the week. The food of the week is watermelon and water because I know you all is going to show out and show up for Juneteenth. Shout out to Juneteenth. Black Boat Week is this weekend too. Yes. And I got a friend, but me and the friend kind of fell out. Or maybe I fell out with him.
The white man?
I don't know.
No.
I wasn't thinking. That'd be my problem.
Me too.
I wasn't thinking. Because I said, dang, the boats is fit to be outside. But okay, here and there. It's not about my problems. It's about you guys. But yeah, we would just want to shout those out. And yes, to end with our message of the day. Free, you want to help me with a message? Do we have a message to tell the people? I guess be hydrated.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
Say hi. I'm hearing a lot of
Make sure your
people
car is
pass out.
hydrated too.
I'm hearing people pass out, but you should be drinking an adequate amount of water every day.
Every day.
Not when it just gets hot when you think you need it. But if your body's telling you need it, that means you're already beneath the curve. Please drink your water. Stay hydrated. Do what's best for you. Save your money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stay beautiful. Stay black. It's Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Dr. Umar finally finished the school.
The list.
I love you, Dr. Umar. Please.
And look, I ain't trying to be funny, but in the video, it's still like the school needs to be touched. No shade, Dr. Umar. No shade. But it seemed like it still needed some installment.
I hate when people talk about Dr. Umar. I think he's so great. That's the only man that people go, oh, wear natural hair. Why natural hair? I had to ask people, have you created a healthy environment to where natural hair is being accepted?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Dr. Umar, I know that I can bring where my afro from Dr. Umar. He's gonna love me. So shout out to Dr.
But I
Umar.
will say, who cares if they love
That's
you or not?
true too. But also everybody
Well.
everybody doesn't come from fresh out the coochie with that type of mindset. So people outside influences do have a heavy impact on what people do. So if it's something that's taught very early on, I think that you would see more of that. Shout out to Dr. Umar.
Yeah. Or just, sometimes when I look back on them pictures, not too many of them, but I'm like, I went outside like this. Okay, we're cool. I see I didn't give a damn.
I've been in care. I've been outside. But on that note, y'all, thank y'all so much for joining us. We'll be back next Monday, hopefully with Soulfully Peaceful. Very, very entertaining. Am I drinking? Can you smell it? Okay, no, I'm just playing. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next Monday. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We need to have.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Sam Pose. Welcome to season 2